my beautiful caterpillars, and today we are doing the how I did my makeup in high school tag kind of thing, or like kind of like my makeup throughout the years, but I haven't been wearing makeup for like that long, so I don't really know who started this tag. I know Jenna Marbles did something about like how I did my makeup throughout the years, and then I don't know if that took off to a spin of how I did makeup in high school kind of thing. And I know I haven't been out of high school for that long, but I just thought it would be a fun video to do. Since I do my makeup completely differently now than how I did it in high school, even style and like what I used to wear in high school and stuff. So yeah, let's get into that. I think I started wearing makeup around, I feel like it was grade 7, grade 8-ish, I'm not really sure. I know my mom took me, I was like interested in makeup and like I didn't know what to get and stuff, and my mom took me to like this Mary Kay lady who like sold Mary Kay like down our street, and she was kind of, because my mom didn't know much about makeup either, because from what she had, she used to use like this green compact, which I'm pretty sure was like CoverGirl powder, and she just used that all over her face. And then she had like one lipstick, and like I found a green eyeshadow one day from her. So, and like I don't even think she had blush, so I really didn't have like much to even like, people are like, oh, I just used my mom's makeup. Like I didn't have makeup for my mom to use. So she took me to go see this Mary Kay lady. I got this bronzer, which I still had up until recently. I can link the video. I think it's in my like products when it was up in 2016. I think that was where the majority of these things can be found. I got a bronzer, and I got this, like, I'll insert a picture of this, but it was like this Mary Kay Icelandic icing or something. I threw that out a couple of years ago too, because that was like super gross. But I'll put a clip of that if I remember. And I got like one of their Mary Kay eye makeup removers, because the lady suggested I wear waterproof mascara, since I was like swimming all the time when I was that age, and it was like in the summer and stuff too, and I was like, okay, good idea. And I like had never seen an eye makeup remover in the store, so I was like, okay, I'll buy this. It was like $17, and I made it last like so long. Like I was so afraid to use it, because I was like, I don't know, like where I would just use it kind of ruin my makeup around my eyes, because at that time I was only wearing, it was said eye makeup remover, so I only use it to remove my eye makeup, and then I just wash my face to get the rest of it off. Not that I wore a whole lot, but yeah. And then also I got like a lot of my first makeup was from like a catalog, so it was from the Avon catalog as well. I got my blush, my eyeshadow, and my first mascara was from an Avon catalog. So some of the products were in my, I think my blush was in the products I used up in 2016, so I'll link that video down below so you can actually see what they're actually look like. But I kind of used those, so I had that. That was kind of like my first thing of makeup, and then it wasn't until I was in grade 8. I'll get into this video, I just have to do a little bit of intro. It was until I was in grade 8 that we went, and like it was something at a local high school near me that they had. It was supposed to be like a girls' day out with your mom and stuff, and it was a makeup artist was coming out and like showing us how to do makeup, and I was the one that got picked for it. And the lady like did my makeup, and I never knew about anything about foundation or anything. I think I'd like seen commercials on videos or something, like I don't know. She did my makeup and it looked really good, and then I let my mom, I like asked my mom if we could go out that day and like go pick out foundation, because I was like, this look, I look so good, like can I do this? And she let me, and I remember I picked out like, where's my foundation that I picked out? It's not the same bottle, but I did have, I think I went through like 2 of these, but this was the Annabelle Skin True Naturally Lightweight Makeup for naturally Ivy skin. This is the one I used anyways. It's oil free for all skin types. So I got this. This was like one of my first like foundation purchases. But I remember I went down to like, I snuck down to like our local drugstore and like bought a lipstick, and I was like, I feel so cool. But it was one of those like, I think it was like a lip plumper one, because it like tingled on my lips, and I hate the tingling feeling on my lips. So yeah. So basically, I know that was a long, rambling intro. I just wanted to kind of talk about that stuff. Okay, so anyway, this what I basically started out doing. I think one night I put on like the bronzer. My friend helped me put on some bronzer or something on my face, and like blush, but I'm so pale, and she kind of knew a little bit more about makeup than I did, and she like put on my face, and I was like, don't make me look like a clown, and she was like, okay, like just full clown face, because I have to be very gentle with the blush that I do use. I have to have a light hand, or else otherwise I look like a clown because I'm so pale. So yeah, she's much better at makeup now, but at the time she like made me look like a clown, and I was like super pissed. But anyways, we'll get into how I did my makeup in, this was like grade 8, so at this time I had bronzer, but I didn't really know how to use it, and I didn't really like care, and like other girls I seen at my school had like the cat eye effect, so it was like they just had like they did put the eyeliner under their eyes, and that was all that I could tell that they did. So I'm pretty sure I went out and bought eyeliner when I was like discovering makeup and like how to use it. I still did have my original makeup, my eyeliner that I used, which is really gross, back in like grade 8. Like the Marcella jet black eyeliner, again, that's in my products I want to use up in 2016, because I did finish it up, and it was in like a recent project pan. That was like my first eyeliner, so I did that. I did the whole like cat eye thing under the eye look. Oh wait, no, I didn't put it in my waterline because I couldn't do that yet. I got it just under here because I could never actually get it in my waterline. Did something like this. I can't see right now because I don't have my glasses on. Avon mascara, but we're just going to use the mascara that I had on today. And I used to feel so naked if I didn't come to class with like eyeliner and mascara on. You know, I rock that whole like raccoon look, but like that's what the girls in the older grades looked like. They had like black eyeliner on, and then I think mascara. Doing mascara. In public school, like I could never like cross it over and go like that. I would have like such an issue. Oh, it was horrendous. I usually always end up getting like a spot on my nose because I'd be trying to go like that, and I'd be like boop on my nose, and I'm like, great. I had the same glasses on, so I wore a look like this, but these are the same glasses that I had on when I was in public school, like grade 7, grade 8. I think grade 8, that's how I wore makeup anyways in grade 8. Like I didn't wear foundation or anything. Like it wasn't until like near the end of grade 8 that I started wearing foundation, and like I did my eye makeup, like I did my makeup really well for like grad pictures and stuff, but like graduation, but like that was the only time I did my makeup. So this is pretty much what I would wear, and I'd be like, I feel so naked if I don't have my eyeliner and my mascara on. So on to how I did makeup in high school. I took off my makeup I wear in public school. So in like high school, I like kind of had not really discovered makeup. Like other girls in my school, like basically all wore makeup except for like me and a few other people, you know, like not everyone, but there was like a bunch of girls that did. Like there was more like my friend group really didn't wear a lot of makeup, but like other girls in my school did, so it wasn't like a thing. It was like, you know, girls knew how to do their makeup. Like I'd see them in the bathroom in the morning, and they'd be like putting on their makeup or like touching up their makeup or fixing their makeup and stuff, you know. That was not me. The rare occasions that I did wear makeup at school, like these two girls would always be like, oh my god, Jenna, you're wearing makeup, you look so good with makeup on. I was like, oh thanks. Like they always told me every time, because I never wear makeup, like it would be very rare points on time, like maybe picture day or something would be like the day I wore makeup, and like the first day of school, and like maybe a couple times in the year, because I valued my sleep so much. I wanted that extra half hour because I already had to wake up at 6 a.m. to catch my bus at 7 to go to school in high school, because my bus ride was like 45 minutes long, and my high school started at like 8:15. So like I valued sleep more than I valued getting up and putting a face of makeup on. Because I'd have to wake up at 5:30 to put makeup on. I did not want to wake up at 5:30. I already had to wake up at 6. Like, no. I valued sleep more. I used to go to bed at 8 o'clock in high school too because I was exhausted because I had to get up at 6. So, you know, fun times. And it was like brutal. Anyways, the second reason why I didn't wear makeup in high school, which this may be like cliche, dumb, stupid reason, but the guy I was seeing, my first boyfriend, every time I wore makeup, he didn't say I looked nice, he wouldn't acknowledge the fact that I wore makeup, or like, and the girls would come up to me, like these two girls, and he'd be standing right next to me, be like, oh my god, Jenny, you're wearing makeup, it looks so good, I'm like, oh, thanks. But like, he would never told me he liked it, like never anything, but the next day I'd come with no makeup on, and he would be like, oh my god, you look so pretty, you look so beautiful, like you look so good, and I got the hint that he didn't like me in makeup. So I was like, okay, I won't wear makeup then, because I'm like, you know, if he enjoyed it, I would have put a little more effort into it at the time, but like, you know, he didn't, so I was like, okay, I value sleep more than I value putting on makeup. He doesn't like it, and we dated, like, we started dating in, like, grade 9, all the way through grade 10, and then, like, the beginning of grade 11, and then we broke up, and anyways, but enough about that. It was just kind of, like, a big chunk, I feel like, of my high school, not a big, like, you know, we were dating, so I was like, you know, I didn't wear a whole lot of makeup. I might have started wearing makeup a little bit more in grade 12, probably not. If I had extra time in the morning, I would maybe put makeup on or something. If I had like 10-15 minutes, I'd like extra, because I'd like, I don't know, early or something, I would put on some makeup sometimes, but for the most part I didn't. But when I did wear makeup to school, which was kind of rare, maybe on picture days like I said, and like the first day of school I might have worn makeup, but like other than that, it was kind of like I basically went to school looking like Liz. Because yeah, I still had the same glasses as I do now, so that's why I'm not wearing my contacts today, because I did wear glasses. I didn't get my contacts till recently. But anywho, rambling into this video. This video is probably going to be really long. But yeah, let's get into how I did makeup in high school. Okay, I didn't know about primer. YouTube, I think, was a thing, and like beauty gurus was a thing as well in high school, but I didn't have access, really. I had access to the internet, but not like super fast internet. Like, I still had dial-up at this point, and that was back in like, I was in high school like 2009 to like 2013, so not that long ago. Everyone else had like fast internet. Our school had like relatively fast. It wasn't like super fast, but because, you know, our computers were like crap. They were so old and like sucked, and the internet was like relatively fast, faster than my computer anyways, because my dial-up, we still had dial-up until I went off to college for the first year. That's when we upgraded our dial-up, so I didn't really get a chance to watch YouTube. You know, I had to use the internet for school projects, and it would take like 20 minutes for a website to load, and that might not even be the website you wanted, so you'd have to go exit out and like wait for Google. Was always like loaded really quickly, which was weird, but to go on to the websites themselves like took hours, and it would be fast for about 5 minutes, so just enough time to check your email, and then that was it. Like, I couldn't even have MSN, I think that was Instant Messenger or something like that. It was like all the rage when I was in like 2006 or something, and like 2005, but I couldn't have it because I had a Windows 2000 computer and like dial-up internet, because the Windows 2000 computer could not handle like faster internet than anything. Plus my mom was like, I'm not paying like $75 a month when I can pay $9 a month for our internet, which I understand, but it was like super crappy. So we'd always have to go to the library if we wanted like faster internet and like do stuff with the computers. So I never really watched YouTube videos until I was in college. I'm sure other girls were, maybe, like, I'm sure it was a thing, but I didn't have that access to that until my first year of college. So that's when I kind of discovered YouTube and makeup and like makeup tutorials and stuff like that. So I'll get into that later. Sorry about that, the phone rang, so I do answer it. Like I was saying, like primer wasn't a thing then, I don't think. Like setting sprays weren't a thing. Contouring your face I don't think was a thing. So I used the makeup that I had got when I was in grade 8. And this carried me through till like college, because I didn't wear much makeup. So like one thing of foundation lasted me like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, we're gonna put this all over our face. And I'm pretty sure that same day I bought this I also got this guy because that's what like the makeup artists use, I think, or something. She's using something like this, and this had a foundation brush at like Shoppers Drug Mart because we stopped by on the way home and like found one, and yeah. And so I repurchased this because this isn't my same bottle of this stuff, and yeah, because I wanted to try out different makeup and stuff, so I was like, what is this? Like, I never put this on the back of my hand. I just put this all over my face and try to get the brush strokes off my face kind of thing. Like I have, because it's a brush, so obviously I'd get like brush strokes in it and stuff. So yeah. I think like shortly after that my mom also started wearing like foundation and stuff because we went to the same, because it was like your mother's can come too and stay, and no one else's mom did, but like I was like, yeah mom, you can come with me, because I'm like, I don't want to go to this strange school and have like no idea where I am, because it said like mothers are welcome to stay, and my mom was like the only one that stayed, but like she did my makeup and was like telling me, she asked me like, oh, what kind of like skin type do you have, like is it oily, dry, like blah blah blah, or like combo, and I had like no idea what she meant, so I just like felt my skin and it felt like dry, and I was like, dry skin I guess, like normal I guess, and or something, and she was like, oh, do you have normal skin? And I now know I have combo skin, like I have a really oily T-zone but a really dry like cheeks. My cheeks are really dry but still like oily, so I'm combo skin. So the hard part was not getting like streaks and getting it to stick on my nose. It never likes to stick on my nose. I found a solution to that problem years down the road, but yeah, with brush strokes too, I like, oh, this takes me back, guys, this takes me back. And I don't miss this technique. I absolutely do not. I love my Real Technique sponge. Absolutely love it. Like, she showed us how you like match a foundation to your face. Like, I couldn't really see what she was doing per se, I just remember what she was saying. She was like, put these like 3 lines on your face and like your chin, and then you like find which one matches best to your skin tone, so you're trying to find one in the store. I think like, I feel like Taylor Swift had came out with like a collection with CoverGirl or something, with her like her all natural makeup line. I remember I was looking at that too. Like, I almost got that one, but I think the Annabelle one was cheaper, so we went with that one or something, or it matched my skin tone better. I don't really remember what was going on there, but anywho, yeah, so I put this like all over my face. I don't really know if I did blend it out in my neck. I feel like I didn't. Or maybe I did, because I remember used to seeing girls that like didn't carry their foundation down their neck, so their face was like super tan and bronze, like tan, and then their neck was like super pale, because they wanted to make themselves look bronzer, like tanner, I guess. But like they never brought their foundation down to their neck, and I was like, that looks so bad. I think the lady was like telling us that you have to bring it down to your neck, because otherwise we get this ring of foundation and it looks like super bad. So I mean, she was a MAC makeup artist, so like everything she had was like super expensive MAC stuff, but you know, I just went to the drugstore and found this stuff. So the next step, any leftover I had, I would always like just put it all over my face. But this is like a QUO like brushes from Shoppers Drug Mart, their line, because I think where Q is sold. But yeah, so I had this. It was called the foundation brush, so that's what I used it for. I mean, it's a nice brush, I'm just not a huge fan of it. the way it applies, because you always get like brush strokes and things on your face, and just not fun. So the next thing I would do, I had like a bronzer thing. I never powdered my face. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I don't think in high school I powdered my face. I think I was like, I want something to kind of like set my face, but I didn't know how, so I kind of just like took my brush and would like just pat my face or something. Like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Because I bought this brush, and then I would use whatever the compact came in, like those little spongy things, to like apply my eyeshadow and stuff that I had. I don't actually have, I have one of my original eyeshadows that I did have. It was this one. I recently just finished this up in a Project 10 pan, but I still have the 2 shades that I used to buy. I bought this, I think, in like grade 10 during one of our exam weeks, and we had like time to spare, so me and my buddies, me and like the guy I was seeing at the time and my other friend, we all like walked down to like, we went to go get lunch and stuff because we had like a 2-hour break in between our exams, so we walked down to like Shoppers Drug Mart. I got this because I was like, ooh, purple, because I only had a pink eyeshadow and I thought like pink was super cool, and like I couldn't get it to last all day, and I had pink, and someone was like, well, try not using like pink. So I didn't. I think I maybe used this brush to apply it. It was from Mary Kay. I got this in a little set when I first got all my makeup and stuff. So yeah, I think we're gonna take, it was something like close to this color, so we're just gonna take this color and just pop it all over the lid kind of thing. It was like a light pink shade color. I don't really remember. I don't have it anymore. But it was from Avon, so it was in a catalog. But Avon like doesn't redo things. Like, Avon's very hard to like order from because they changed their stuff up and then it's no longer there. So that's kind of why I didn't stay with Avon. I like wanted to try some other things at the drugstore, and I didn't feel comfortable ordering like foundation from a catalog because I'm like, I don't know what shade will match my skin. But I could never get this stuff, like the eyeshadow, to like stay on my eyes all day. It was like always gone. And I asked my one friend about it and she was like, oh, just like wear a darker color. So then I went out and got purple because I was like, ooh, I like purple. Purple looks good. I'll try purple. This is what I would look like. And then after I did that, I would bronze my face kind of. It was like one of those 3-layer bronzers. I'm just gonna grab a bronzer from my e.l.f. palette that I have here because I don't actually have original bronzer. It was, like I said, my Project 10 pan, or a product I used up in 2016. I would take that, and I think I use this brush, which is by Q, and it's a blush brush, and I think I use this for bronzer as well. Like, I would just be like pat my face. I don't think I actually had powder. I'm just like, I just want something to kind of like help blend everything in. So eventually I went out and bought like a powder, which I think was by CoverGirl, and it was like the normal skin one, and I would just powder my face a little bit. But I don't think I did that until like later on in high school, so we're just not going to. I would like take this, I think, as well. I think I use the same, or I use the brush that came with, I like swirl around in the pot and then I would just kind of like go all over my face, you know, to kind of like bronze my face kind of thing. I didn't really know what I was doing or like how to really bronze, so I just kind of did all over. And then so I took that color because I was probably roughly close to kind of like, it was a 3-1. It had like a layer of it, so I just swirl my brush around in it. And then I think I would take the same brush and like take this like light pink, it was like a light pink shade, and I'd like dust it all over my cheeks because I'd be very careful, because if it's used too much I'd look like a clown. So this is probably kind of roughly, we'll try to mix the 2 colors. I don't really know what good that's gonna do me, but like I would just lightly dust it across my face because otherwise it would be way too much. And then again, I think I got better at doing my eyeliner in high school, so I was able to like put it in my waterline, so we'll do that. I pretty much have the same eyebrows I do now I had in high school, because like I didn't know how to like properly pluck my eyebrows, and plucking like hurt my plucking my eyebrows. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Plucking my eyebrows really hurt, so I didn't like to do that. So in like grade 8, I did this horrible thing. And my cousin yelled at me for it. Like, I saw her a couple days after, and she was like, "Oh my god, what the heck did you do?" Because I didn't like the part, if you can see my eyebrows really closely, like that they used to like stick up right here, and then down here it was really sparse and stuff, and I hated that. And so I like took this waxing stuff and I took off, I think, the first part that I didn't like, and then I think probably the tail part. So I was left with just like this much eyebrow, I think. And like my cousin, or let me kind of, I had like this much eyebrow, I think. And my cousin got like so mad. She's like, "Oh my god, what'd you do?" And I like ordered this thing from the Avon catalog. It was like a nail waxer thing, or like a face waxer, because I used to use like my friend. I'm telling you all these weird stories. I feel like this is more like a story time video than an actual like video. As my friend, like when I first started like grade 8, I didn't know about like shaving my legs and stuff, and then like one girl, they were talking to one girl like, "Don't you shave like the upper part of your leg?" And like I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were supposed to shave." Like they weren't talking to me, they were talking to another girl. And then like I went home that day and like saw the hairs on my leg, and I was like, "Oh, this is super awkward," because like girls in the change room were like, "I don't have any hair on my legs," and like I didn't know what to do. So like my mom let me use her like razor, but I hated it. It was like this electrical one. It was like really old-fashioned, and it like you couldn't use it in the shower. You had to like stand there, and it wouldn't like really cut the hairs off, which was super annoying, especially around my knee and stuff, because I was like, "I don't want you cutting yourself and like hurting yourself on like an actual razor." So sorry, I forgot to say what I used in high school. I used to use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume in waterproof, like black mascara. So this was like what I used for like years. I didn't have an eyelash curler then either. But anyways, back to my story about shaving my legs. So my friend got like this Veet stuff and like told me about it, and then I went out and bought it. And like, 'cause I think you put it on for like 10 to 15 minutes. I think I ended up having it on for like half an hour because it wouldn't take my hair away. And then like you wouldn't have to shave for like a month, and I was like terrified of like cutting myself, because my friend always told me that she always cut herself in the shower, and then I used it too when I started because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But a tip not to cut yourself in the shower is like go slow. I used to always cut myself on my knees because that was like the one thing, and like I cut myself really bad once on my like ankle, and like never again. So if you go slow, then and you don't press like super hard, you won't cut yourself. There's a tip that I learned over the years. I rarely cut myself now. Even when I have like a super sharp blade and stuff, I like very rarely cut myself. So anyway, so I got like the Veet stuff, and then my friend was saying on later that like it didn't, like it would last for about a month, which was like great because I didn't have to shave my legs for about roughly a month. But then she was also like, "I don't know how I feel about like burning the chemicals, like burning my skin off me," and I was like, "Yeah, that's probably true." And then I ended up getting I think in high school I ended up getting like an actual like straight razor, like it was the Venus Breeze, which I still use, and I love that razor. But it was like one of those reusable cartridges ones, so I finally got that, and that was like super exciting for myself. And anyways, I think this is how I did my makeup in high school, pretty much. Like there was no setting spray, I didn't use powder, I like did a little bit bronzer. I had to be very careful on the blush to make sure I didn't like look like I was the clown. Like eyeshadow, I didn't do anything on the eyebrows, like that was not a thing people did. I like didn't even really pluck them. I like hated the fact I would like shave the middle part, I still do, to like make sure it doesn't like grow in. But like other than that, like I took half my eyebrow off. My cousin was like, "Never again do that." Like, I think I ordered, like, a waxing thing. I don't think I finished that story. I'm jumping around so much. But, like, it was a thing that was supposed to be, like, remove your, like, mustache. And I used it. It was supposed to be, like, a face waxer. So I did that, and I put it on my eyebrows. And I took half my eyebrows off because I took the parts I didn't like on my eyebrows. and I took half my eyebrows off, and for like my grade 8 graduation pictures, I have only like half a brow. They're like missing. So yeah, this is pretty much how I did makeup in high school. It's not like completely different from how I do it now. I think when I was in college, I started, my makeup's pretty much the same how I did in college. I did start using concealer in college. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was super long and like super rambly, and I just had things I want to talk to you guys about. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, butterflies. Bye.